What's up guys, welcome back, it's Dylan, and today I want to do another DIY style kind of video. Recently there have been like really big trends on Instagram and Tumblr when it comes to these style of tops, and let me just say, these tops, they literally look like DIY tops, and stores are selling them for like upwards to like $50, which just blows my mind. I have no idea why people are even buying it, because you can literally, you'll watch this video and you will see that it takes less than like 10 minutes to do something like this. Also, side note, don't mind my chewing of the gum because I had some like Indian food and like, I want to be a little fresh. So in this video I want to show you guys how to go about doing those tops, because they are very quick and simple, and they are very big on platforms like Instagram and Tumblr, and fashion wise they are big. So yeah, let's get into this video. So the first top is this old graphic tee I had lying around that I don't really wear anymore, so I thought it needed an upgrade. And we've all seen this trend around on Instagram. It's this whole bleached graphic tee look, and honestly it's so easy to get. And so all you're gonna need is a cup full of bleach and some scissors. And so all you do is get the bleach and drip it all over. And I end up using a paper towel and letting that drip down on it, because I find it had a better splatter / drop effect on it, if you know what I mean. I also find it works best if you're using like a black or dark colored top, because then the bleach really stands out against it. And then once you've done the front, flip it over and do the back. And then to make it look a little edgier, I got my scissors, and in a slicing motion, I created these little holes throughout the top. And honestly, if you drag the scissors over the top while it's damp, it will create these holes. So in case anybody is wondering how it's done, that is pretty much it. It's all about that slicing motion. Also, an important part in the distressing process is to remember to do the hem of the sleeves and of the bottom of the shirt, because I find when you leave those areas untouched, it looks a little awkward, but that's my opinion. You don't have to do that, but yeah. And then once you've done that, you are pretty much done. So moving on, this top I think we all know how to do. Throwback to Laura DIY's first videos, but honestly I find it's such a quick and easy DIY, and muscle tees never go out of style when it comes to summer. Not to mention too, I was literally at Top Man yesterday and they were charging like $30 for this style of top, so just take that in. So what you're going to want to do next is mark out where you want your muscle tee to go to. Now there are different ways to do this. You can always start midway on the shoulder and curve it to at least a few inches under the armpit area and work from there. Or, now take this in, you can always find a muscle tee that you want in the store, buy it, use it as a template, and then return it after, and then you pretty much have that exact same muscle tee. Just a little life hack. And then once you've done that, you are done. Moving on, the next top I think we've seen every basic girl wearing, but who says that men / guys can't be basic too? In case you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this choker style t-shirt. Now, this top, I bought it tie-dyed. I know, I hate me too, but honestly, you can do this tie-dye effect to your shirt very easily. I think we all know how to tie-dye a shirt, so yeah. And so what you want to do is mark out where you want your cutout to go, and once you've done that, just cut along the line, and be sure to keep the extra fabric, because you may or may not need it, depending on how your shirt goes. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Then once you've done that, you want to pretty much do exactly what you did with the bleached top when it comes to distressing, but the only thing that is different between those two tops is that I just decided to do the upper part of the shirt rather than the whole thing, because I found the tie-dye pattern already added a lot to the shirt. So this part right here is where you may or may not need the extra fabric, so I made my cutout way too big, and then not to mention too, when I distressed it, it got even more stretched out, so it was really big. So what I ended up doing was getting the extra fabric and just sewing it back into the area that was cut out, just so it wasn't as exposed. And then finally, the last top is this oversized sweater. So this sweater I got in an extra large, so it would have an oversized look on me, but honestly, it didn't have the most flattering oversized look, because the bottom was really long and the sleeves were kind of like tight on the side, or for some reason it was so awkward. So this is why I'm DIYing this top. So what you want to do to make this sweater a little edgier is cut off part of the sleeves and the bottom. For the cutoff area, it's really up to you. Once again, I went for an area where my elbow would hit, and then after that I found it was still a little too long, so I cut off more. Honestly, less is more, because you really can't go wrong that way. And so, once you've cut out the sleeves and the bottom, you want to go in with your scissors and swipe along the cut off areas with the blade. What this does is stretch out the fibers, or at least that's what I think this method does, so you can get that looser, oversized look. Not to mention too, it kind of curls the fabric, so you don't have that raw, gross looking kind of edge hanging. Also, if you want to stretch it out even more, get the sweater and get it a little damp and then just pull on it. And then once you've done that, you are done. So after making these tops, I thought I would go through Urban Outfitters and Topman and see how much they sold some of these tops that I DIY'd, because some of them are identical. And a total of 4 of these tops came to around $160. Like, what? So, in other words, you pretty much saved yourself $160. Canadian, but still, I find that so crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed that DIY and you found it very helpful for summertime. I find with a lot of these tops, they sell them in stores for like ridiculous prices. And you know me, or if you don't know me, I cannot justify doing that, / I don't have the money to do that. So, yeah. If you guys like this video, go give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, the little tab, and hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post videos. See ya.